All right, joining us now live here during KRON4 News at noon is the mayor of Oakland, Barbara Lee. It's her first time joining us for a live interview this hour, so we appreciate your time, Mayor Lee. We want to talk to you about all things happening in the town.
Nice being with you. Can you hear me?
Yes, great. Okay. I'm glad you can hear me. I can hear you.
Thank you very much.
We're ready to roll here.
Good.
You're approaching 60 days in office. I think you're at like 50-something right now. Just wondering how you think it's going and how it compares to being a member of Congress. How are the jobs different?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me. And the big difference is for 27 years, mind you, every week I was on a plane going back and forth between Oakland and Washington, D.C. And that was 27 years. And I tell you one thing, being a member of Congress, serving this district was really remarkable. We were able to deliver billions of dollars and work with our organizations to really help us move forward, especially during very difficult times. So the big difference is I'm not on a plane every week, twice a week. You know, that's a long way to do that for 27 years, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I want to thank the residents of Oakland, though, for giving me a chance to be a public servant once again as the mayor of Oakland. And I tell you, this first 50, 60 days, it's been very, very rewarding, but very challenging. We've delivered measurable results in Oakland, and really, the city is very engaged with City Hall. For example, we've met with over 700 businesses talking about how we align our public safety efforts so that businesses can not only survive but thrive with customers. We've talked with over 400 residents in community listening sessions to not only bring city government closer to residents, but to listen and to take advice and input so that we can develop our agenda and our policies accordingly. Of course, we passed the $2.2 billion balanced budget without one-time revenues, which, let me tell you, Justine, is extremely important. We were able to, and public safety is a big issue, begin to look at 5 academies for police officers. We have to get to 700 based on Measure NN, which the voters voted for. We were able to keep all fire stations open and operational. And in fact, it's important to recognize that we do have a public safety plan that is coordinated with the Oakland Police Department, our Department of Violence Prevention and Ceasefire, and the crime rates are coming down. But people really, at this point, don't feel it, oftentimes don't believe it, so we have a heck of a lot more work to do, but it's working, and so it's all hands on deck.
So I saw that you wrote in another article, you said that when it comes to crime, that the trends are improving, but there's still more work to be done. Because according to the Oakland Police Department, a lot of crimes, property crimes, violent crimes, they went down that were reported from 2023 to 2024, but they were both still higher than they had been for including property crimes than any other year from 2010 to 2022. So while they're coming down, they're still higher than they've ever been. And you even said it yourself, it's really about perception. It's about how people feel about it. I'm wondering, besides these police academies and these ceasefire teach-ins that you've been encouraging communities to be holding, what else can be done?
Well, what we're doing is making sure that the Department of Violence Prevention and our ceasefire are fully funded. We were able in the budget to ensure that the funding was there so that we can have life coaches to be able to reach out to those 250 individuals who we know who are high risk in terms of either committing crimes or being the victims of crime. So the strategy is working. We just have more work to do, and we have to make sure it's very targeted. And we also have to make sure that people recognize that once homicides go down and gun violence, which is trending down, that these are many of the same perpetrators of violent crime end up in burglaries and in other types of property crime. So violent crime and nonviolent crime are very connected, and so we're working on both. And we have a lot of work to do, but believe you me, out of all the cities in the country, that after COVID, as you know, the world turned upside down, city's crime rates went way up, but it's trending in the right direction. And that doesn't mean we have completed our work or we're taking a victory lap, but it means we're just working even harder to bring it down even further, working in a completely comprehensive strategy with our neighborhood organizations, our OPD, our ceasefire, and our Department of Violence Prevention.
So I saw just now on the Oakland website for the city, it was for the 2025 homeless encampment cleanup schedule. And it's basically, it looks like almost every day, there was all through July, and now we're starting here today on August 1st, different homeless encampments are getting cleaned up. I'm wondering how that schedule is looking. And then there was this one encampment that's right near the West Oakland BART station that we were wondering to get an update on because it needed to be able to, you needed to be able to have a shelter for people to live in, to move into before you could clean out that encampment.
Well, that's the point. You know, we don't have enough shelters, transitional housing, and affordable housing, but we have, I think, over 1,400 encampments, and this one specifically, the city is working with BART to address. But having said that, we're working with now the county. We were able to fight to get 100% of Measure W funds for homelessness. We landed at 80%. So that's a significant number that we're going to begin to move forward once the grants and contracts are let, to be able to be more aggressive in not only closing encampments, but we have to have the shelters and we have to have the services, the case management, the mental health services, the drug rehab services, and we need more inpatient treatment because some people need to be hospitalized and need to be helped through an inpatient service strategy. And so this is, again, comprehensive. We have to have immediate shelter, transitional housing. We need more mini homes. We need more affordable housing strategies. And we have the nonprofits and developers who are working on the affordable housing, but that's long term. So it's all hands on deck. We're using our resources that we have now to try to make sure that we address homelessness with dignity, but everyone deserves a safe and decent place to live. Also, communities deserve public safety and deserve to be living in neighborhoods where they know that their neighborhoods and their children will be able to not only survive, but to thrive. So this is a big challenge, but we're working together on it with the entire city.
Yeah. Have all City Hall employees returned back to the office? There were some concerns from businesses around, where you work, that people weren't there and they weren't, getting coffee and lunch or after work dinner. Have you mandated everyone come back in?
In the spring, 3 days were required for people to come back in, and we recognize the challenges, but also we recognize that we have more foot traffic downtown. People are coming back to work. We have more businesses that are open, but we have a long way to go because part of this also has to do with the public safety, the perception and the reality of public safety challenges. And so once again, the city is moving forward, working with neighborhoods and our downtown businesses to make sure that we have a live and vibrant downtown and neighborhood strategy throughout the city to make sure that our neighborhoods also have people who are patronizing businesses in our neighborhoods.
And quickly here, what do you think about Kamala Harris deciding that she's not going to run for governor of California?
Well, our Vice President Harris, she's a good friend of mine, and her decision-making process, I know, was very thorough. And I do know that she made the best decision, not only for herself, but I think for the country. And I respect her decision and look forward to our continuing work together.
Yeah. Are you going to get her book when it comes out in September?
Absolutely.
Do you think she'll run for president?
Now, that's up to Kamala Harris. But let me tell you, we've got to make sure that we defeat any type of a MAGA extremist candidate, and it will be very important that people in California recognize that we have a lot of voter registration efforts underway and must be put together as we move into presidential and congressional, actually, primaries next year, because we cannot allow for the MAGA extremist Republicans to continue to try to dismantle our democracy and establish an authoritarian government. And that, quite frankly, truthfully, is what is taking place.
Mayor Barbara Lee from Oakland, appreciate you joining us here. Next time I hear you're coming in person, and I'm looking forward to that. Thank you for your time today.
Look forward to seeing you, and thank you again very much.
Thank you. Have a great weekend.